Unquestionably, the company's choice to release the Garmin Fenix 8 right alongside with the Garmin Enduro 3 marked its introduction. At a premium price, the new Fenix combined the AMOLED Epix and Fenix under a single brand. The Enduro line prioritizes battery life while retaining the majority of the Fenix series features. The Enduro 2 accomplished more than the previous Enduro, and the Enduro 3's mission is unchanged. It claims to have a battery that lasts more than a month between charges, and new solar charging display technology will extend that time even more. Garmin's latest firmware includes a new dynamic round-trip routing tool that allows you to adapt your route on the fly, along with other enhancements to services like mapping and navigation. The Enduro 3 feels more like a wristwatch thanks to those software modifications. Additionally, it incorporates a new optical heart rate sensor that improves the accuracy of heart rate monitoring while also adding temperature and ECG-style tracking. All of that while offering you all the fantastic features of the Enduro 2 at a lower cost than both the new Fenix 8 and its predecessor. It is still a highly costly watch that many people will find unaffordable. You get what you pay for here, and the Enduro 3 will provide you with extensive sports monitoring, training analysis, the greatest mapping capabilities, and a long battery life if they are your top priorities. With good reason, the Garmin Fenix 8 is among the top Garmin timepieces. However, if you can go without an AMOLED screen and a few other voice-activated wristwatch functions, the Enduro 3 is also fantastic and will outlast the Fenix. In contrast to the Fenix 8, the Garmin Enduro 3 is priced at $899 and is only available in one size. On the other hand, even if you choose the least expensive model, Garmin's Fenix 8 series is somewhat more expensive, starting at $999. The price of the current Enduro has rather unexpectedly dropped, which isn't usually the case when a new model in a Garmin watch series appears. When the Garmin Enduro 2 first came out, it was $1,099. It costs more than the Polar Grit X2 Pro and the Sunto Vertical when compared to other outdoor timepieces that aren't made by Garmin. As less expensive options to the Enduro 3, you may also add smartwatches with AMOLED screens, such as the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra and the Apple Watch Ultra 2. With a slightly bigger 51mm, all-black polymer casing, titanium bezel, and a very comfortable black nylon strap, the Enduro 3 closely resembles the Enduro 2 in terms of style. The 1.4-inch touchscreen with a 280 by 280 resolution is the same size as the other one. The display is a decent size and does a much better job of concealing its solar charging display capabilities, even if it lacks the vibrant AMOLED one seen in the Fenix 8. To provide you with more in-between charges, Garmin is using an upgraded edition of its Power Sapphire lens, which once again has the capacity to capture sunshine. In addition to being able to do that operation more quickly, the Enduro 2's red ring that indicated those onboard solar powers is no longer there, making for a much prettier and more readable transflective display. It still looks great in considerably brighter outside lighting and represents an improvement in the Enduro's aesthetics and efficiency in harnessing solar energy. Aside from the display modifications, this watch has a distinctively Garmin feel. It has a fairly conventional set of physical buttons, not the same as the Fenix 8's leak-proof ones. It utilizes the preferred proprietary charging wire from Garmin and can be used for swimming up to 100 meters deep. The Enduro 3 now has a stronger LED flashlight if you like the Enduro 2's. Because the provided strap is quick-fitting, switching between an official and an unauthorized band is simpler. Although it will still be a big watch for some, the nylon one that comes with it makes it a bit easier to handle and more pleasant to wear all day. The Enduro 3's main news is that it runs entirely new software. The Fenix 8 and next Garmin watches will have it, but the Enduro 2 won't. The main goals of the new software are to make the Enduro 3's mapping and navigation modes simpler to use while on the go, and to bring sports watch and smartwatch functions closer together. A new dynamic round-trip routing mode is at the forefront of those new mapping and navigation capabilities. It will automatically modify your route in real time, regardless of the cause for the change, with a greater focus on strength training and the ability to incorporate it into your training regimen. The fundamental sports you may choose from are essentially the same as those offered by the Enduro 2. These programs, which last 4 to 6 weeks, aren't limited to those who prefer lifting weights to aerobics. The goal is to assist swimmers, cyclists, and runners in increasing their strength training so they may profit from it in their respective activities. Regarding hardware, Garmin has replaced the optical heart rate sensor in the Enduro with its most recent Gen 5 model, which is found in the Fenix 7 Pro, Epix Pro, and Fenix 8. In addition to boasting the highest heart rate accuracy available from Garmin, it also makes it possible to capture temperature readings and ECG-style measures from the wrist. While they may not be your primary motivations for choosing an Enduro 3, the Enduro 3 provides a little more for those seeking a better balance between sports tracking and overall well-being. Other software features of this watch include an LED flashlight, training insights like heat and altitude acclimatization, and daily morning reports that let you know whether you slept well and if you're in a good enough state to train. You can still pay your way, download applications, personalize watch faces, and download and save music from sites like Spotify, even if it doesn't have the new voice function seen in the Fenix 8. It's not necessarily a negative thing that the Enduro 3 is so similar to the Enduro 2. The Enduro 3's battery life is its most notable feature, and it has never been more so. You won't need to grab a charger for weeks if you use it in its optimal GPS accuracy mode or as a wristwatch. I used it mostly in its most precise GPS mode and was able to get just about a month out of it. I used it for swimming in open water, running outside, and working out inside. The battery life was excellent. You do have the additional benefit of solar charging, which significantly improves battery performance. In smartwatch mode, the 36-day battery lasts 90 days. Regular exposure to sunshine is necessary to replenish such reserves in order to reach that quantity. After only a few hours in direct sunshine, I could see that the battery was significantly charged as well. As with other Garmin watches, such as the Fenix 8 and the Forerunner 965, the multiband GPS functionality is excellent. The Enduro 3 is a good choice if you want precise GPS assistance in more difficult situations. The dependability of heart rate monitoring has somewhat improved with the switch to Garmin's newest Gen 5 Elevate optical heart rate sensor, but like larger Garmin watches, it still has trouble at high intensities, as when I used the Enduro 3 for longer running sessions.
At my friend's wedding one fine day, I met him there in the month of May. Eyes like the sky, so deep and true, I can't stop thinking, oh, what to do. We danced in light, neath stars so bright. He smiled like dawn, chasing the night. Laughter shared with every glance. In that moment we found our chance, but the night did end. Kiss said goodbye, left alone with memories and a sigh. His face in dreams comes to me still. Met him once and I always will. In my heart a little hum, can't stop thinking about him. Is this love?
Although the first Enduro did not benefit from Garmin's excellent mapping assistance, the Enduro 2 did, and the Enduro 3 now has the greatest mapping support available from Garmin. In addition to Garmin's new dynamic round-trip routing, which takes a few minutes to alter routes before you can resume your journey, this also contains new options to toggle and switch between map views. Garmin has made a great effort to include strength training into the tracking experience, particularly when aspects of sports watches in general, like rep counting, aren't flawless. Including provided plans, such as Garmin's running ones, makes it simple to follow them, which will be appreciated by those who don't usually do so. The Enduro 3 is the ideal Garmin outdoor watch if you want a long-lasting device that has the greatest tracking and mapping capabilities available. It is a better investment for a beast of an adventure watch and costs less than the Fenix 8. I hope you found the video informative, and if you did, please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.